Hi everyone, today we're on Module 3, Level F of VMath. This is Lesson 10, so turn to page 39 to follow along and take notes. All right, so dividing by a two-digit number. So if you have not done long division before, make sure to listen carefully so you can hear how you do this, okay? So what this number means, this problem, it says 265. This means divided by 8. So they wrote it right here too. So 265 divided by 8. So what we have to first do is we look at what we're being divided by and we say, does 8 go into 2? Well, it does not. But does 8 go into 26? Yes, it does. It goes into 26 3 times. So we write the 3 above the 6. Then what we do is we do 3 times 8 is 24. And then we subtract that. 6 minus 4 is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0, so we don't need to write that. Then what happens is that you bring down that 5. And then we say, does 8 go into 25? Well, yes, it does. Again, 3 times. So we do 3 times 8, we know is 24, minus, then we have 1 left over. So our remainder is 1. So 265 divided by 8 equals 33, remainder 1. Let's look over here. This says 87 divided by 20. Well, we think about how many times does 20 go into 87? Well, we can do 20, 40, 60, 80. So it goes in 4 times. 4 times 20 is 80. We subtract that. 7 minus 0 is 7. So 4 remainder 7. So if we check our answer, what we're going to do is we're going to use this. We're going to say 20 times 4 is 80. And then we add the remainder of 7, so 87. That means that we did that correctly. All right, we're going to do some more. We're going to check our answers on these two. So we say 52 minus, oh my goodness, 224 divided by 52. So here's our problem. So we say, how many times is 52? Does it go into 2? No. Does it go into 22? No. Does it go into 24? Yes. Well, we can check. We might have to do some quick adding. Let's estimate 4 times and see if that works. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, or 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh yeah, because if we did another 52, it would be more than 224. So 52 goes into 224 4 times, which we just found is 208. So now we have to subtract that. So we got to borrow from the 2, make it a 1, make this a 14. 14 minus 8 is 6. 1 minus 0 is 1. So 4 remainder 16. So how we check our answer is we take our answer and then we put it in and we check it. So we do 52 times 4. So 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 5 is 20. And then we add 16. 8 plus 6 is 14. Carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 224 equals 224. All right, next one is we have 789 divided by 44. So we write it like this, 789 divided by 44. So does 44 go into 7? No. Does it go into 78? Yes, but only one time, because if we did it twice, 44 plus 44 is 88, and that is more than 78. So 44 goes only once. So then we do 1 times 44 is 44. Then we have to subtract. 8 minus 4 is 4. 7 minus 4 is 3. Then we bring down that 9, and then we need to check it. Okay, so we need to see how many times does 44 go into 349. So let's do an estimate. We know 10 times is too much because 10 times 44 is 440. So let's check 8. We'll do 44 times 8 and see what we get there. 8 times 4 is 32. 32 plus 3 is 35. 352. Oh, that's just too much. So it must be 7 times. So let's do 44 times 7. 7 times 4 is 28. 7 times 4 is 28 plus 2 is 30. So then 7 times 44 is 308. And then we subtract that. 9 minus 8 is 1. 4 minus 0 is 4. 3 minus 3 is nothing. Okay. Well, now look, 44 does not go into 41. So we have a big remainder. Remainder 41. So now let's check our answer. We're going to do 44 times 17 first. 7 times 4 is 28. 7 times 4 is 28 plus 2 is 30. Bring down that 0. We already added that, so I'm going to cross it off. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 4 is 4. Add these up. 8, 4, 7. And then we have to add our remainder. So plus 41. 8 plus 1 is 9. 4 plus 4 is 8. 7 plus 0, 789. So that means we did it correctly. 789, 789. Remember, we can check it this way because multiplication and division are the opposite of each other. So if 789 divided by 44 equals 17 remainder 41, then we should be able to do 17 remainder 41 times 44 to get 789. All right, this says find the quotient, the answer. Quotient is the answer to a division problem of 318 and 23. So we're doing 318 divided by 23. So 23 times 1 is 23. So it can go in there more than that. 23 times 2, 46. Can go in more than that. 23 times 3, 69. It can go in more than that. And then 23 times 4 equals 92. So this will just kind of help us gauge how many times it can go into each number. So does 23 go into 3? No. Does it go into 31? Yes, 1 time. 1 times 23 is 23. Then we have to subtract. Got to borrow. This becomes 11. Oh, that gets tight. That becomes 11 minus 3 is 8. 2 minus 2 is 0. But then we bring down this 8. And then we think, okay, how many times does 23 go into 88? Well, that helps us if we look over what we just did right here. It goes in 1, 2, 3. Oh, but 4 times too much. So it goes in 3 times. So we would write a 3 right here. And then 3 times 23 is 69. Now we can subtract and get the remainder. So we got to borrow from there, though. 7, this becomes 18. 18 minus 9 is 9. 7 minus 6 is 1. So our answer is 13, remainder 19. Sorry, that got a little messy right there, but the answer is 13, remainder 19. All right, this says find each quotient, check each answer with multiplication. So we're going to actually check our answers on these as well. So let's do 2 of these together, and then you're going to try one on your own and pause the video and then check your answer. So first one is 317 divided by 26. Does 26 go into 3? No, but does it go into 31? Yes, 1 time. So I put that above the 31. 1 times 26 is 26. Now I subtract, got to borrow, make that a 2, make that 11. 11 minus 6 is 5. And then 2 minus 2 is 0. So then I got to bring down the 7. Does 26 go into 57? Yes, at least once. Let's see if we do it twice. Does it go in twice? Ooh, yes, it does. So this would be a 2 right here. And then 2 times 26, like we just did, is 52. Subtract, we get 5. So 12 remainder 5. So now to check our answer, we're going to do 26 times 12, and then we're going to add the remainder after. So 2 times 6 is 12, carry the 1. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. Bring down the 0. 1 times 6 is 6, 1 times 2 is 2. Now we add these, 11, 312, and then we have to add our remainder, 5, 317. Does that match? Yep. So that means we did that correctly. Okay, the next one is 201 divided by 51. So you write it like this. You have to write the 201 divided by 51. So then we think, does 51 go into 2? No. Does it go into 20? No. We have to figure out how many times it goes into 201. Well, we know if we counted by 50s, it would go in there at least 4 times, but since we can't count by 50s because it's 51, it's only going to go in 3 times. So we do 51 times 3, or we could just add it really quick, 3 times, and we get, oops, oh, I picked the wrong thing, sorry. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3, 5, 10, 15, so that equals 153. Now we have to subtract. Well, we can't do 1 minus 3, can't borrow from a 0, got to borrow from the 2, make it a 1, make this a 10, but then make it a 9. That gets so messy when you're dividing. This becomes 11. 11 minus 3 is 8. 9 minus 5 is 4. So then we have 1 minus 1 is 0. So that means that this answer is 3 remainder 48 because 51 cannot go into 48. So now let's check our answer. We're going to do 51 times 3. So 3 times 1 is 3. 1 times 5 is 15. And then we have to add the remainder. 3 plus 8 is 1. Carry that. 1 plus 5 is 6, plus 4 is 10. 1 plus 1 is 2. Did we get the correct answer? Yes, we did. All right, now what I want you to do for this one, you're going to pause the video and you're going to try to do this on your own, and then you can watch the video and check your answer, okay? You should check it anyway by multiplying, but I'll help you set it up first. So you're going to write it in here, 1,287 divided by 32. Okay, so write that in. Now pause the video and try it on your own, and then come back and watch. All right, so you have to think, does 32 go into 1? Does it go into 12? Nope. Does it go into 128? Yes. How many times? Well, we can kind of estimate if we counted by 30s, but let's just check. Let's do 32 plus 32 is 464, so more times. So let's add 32 again. 696. Ooh, let's add again. 32, 8. Ooh, 128 exactly. So 32, we added it 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So that goes in exactly 4 times. So we're going to write 128, and then we subtract that and we get 0. So we'll write the 0 there, and then we bring down this 7. Notice that we have, it's the last place value here. So then we think about, does 32 go into 7? No, it does not. It goes in 0 times. 0 times 32 is 0. So then we minus and we get 7. So it's 40, remainder 7. So now let's check our answer. 32 times 40. 0 times 2 is 0. 0 times 3 is 0. Bring down the 0. Now 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 is 12. We add those up. We get 1,280. And then we have to add our remainder. 0 plus 7 is 7. 8, 2, 1. Does this match what we did? Yes, it does. So that means we did it correctly. Okay, so this says using symbols, and then here's words. Dividing by a 2-digit number. Decide where to place the first digit in the quotient. So we look here, and we know that 25 does not go into 3, so it goes into 32 though. So that's where you're going to put the first digit. So you're going to follow the steps: divide, multiply, and subtract. So we divided, 32 divided by 25 is 1. We multiply, 1 times 25 is 25, and then subtract, and we get 7. Then it says bring down the next digit from the dividend and repeat the steps above. So then we bring down that 9. So then we had 79. Then you do 79 divided by 25 is 3. So you divide, multiply, subtract. Then 3 times 25 is 75. Subtract is 4. Then you continue the process until all the digits from the dividend have been used. The remainder should be less than the divisor. So that means that, oh, look here, 25 does not go into 4, so our remainder is 4. All right, now you're going to complete page 41 on your own. This is hard, this is new, but you can do it. Make sure to show work, go back and watch the video for the steps, and ask your teacher if you need any help. Good luck.